Right, this is my Lidl twin. It's got pitcheron control, so that's elevator, like that. That's aileron, and then it's also got differential throttle for rudder. So that's left rudder, right rudder. I put the speed controller in a pocket in the wing, and then I decided to put a servo in the pocket in the wing as well, because that would mean both the wires to the receiver are together. And then I put a receiver in the wing. That's a little 4-channel receiver, and of course a separate receiver in the other wing, both bound to the same transmitter obviously, and we use channel 1 and channel 2 on the one wing, and channel 3, channel 4 on the other. The pivot come wing joiner is a bit of carbon tube let into a slot, and then pivoting on that I made sort of some bearings out of an old 35 meg aerial, the telescopic aerial, so you've got all the different tube sizes. So stripped one of those apart and found the tube that fitted best on the carbon rod, and then at the end there, I don't know if I can get it to focus, there's a little sort of 3D printed cap glued on the end of the carbon tube, and that's what holds the wings on. And then the pivots, if I do it like that maybe you can see, they go down, there's just a bit of piano wire down to a little bit of brass tube running through the fuselage. So if I move the wings,
welcome to EdgeTX.
Yeah, you can see the way it works there maybe. And then the battery, perhaps a bit of overkill, but we've got the canopy held on just with some magnets, and it's got a 1300 3-cell battery in, which is perhaps bigger than it is bigger than it needs to be, but the motors came out of an old drone, and that was the battery that the drone used, so I thought I'd put the same on the twin. And the little nacelles are just some 3D printed things. I designed a tube using Fusion 360, screwed the motor to that, so it's a hollow tube, and it's then you draw a wing section and say subtract the wing section from the tube, and you get quite a nice fit that way, and they're just glued on.